video was made possible by EA Game Changers.
Hello guys, Antoine here for Simarchitecture and welcome back to a very special and magical speed build. Today we are having a early access to the new game pack Realm of Magic, and we're building a house just to explore the new possibilities that come with the new game pack. I'm really excited to do this video because I don't know if you know it, I think I never told about it, but I'm really into magical stuff and supernatural stuff. I'm a big fan of Harry Potter, so when I saw the new game pack I was very excited, and having my hands on it was a very good experience. And yes, I'm looking forward to it to talk a bit more about it to you. On mostly a builder point of view, I didn't explore the gameplay much yet, but there are already a lot of things to say about the build and buy mode. So I'm building in a new world which is called Glimmerbook. This is a world that can be compared to the vampire stuff pack world. Well, it was a game pack, yes, it was a game pack as well, because it's a small world with 4 or 5 lots, and that's pretty much it. There is nothing too special, but the world itself, despite its size, is very beautiful. There are mountains, forests, a beautiful river leading to the portal that can get you to the magical world, which by the way is not editable. You cannot access to this world via the word mode or the build by mode. It's only a word that you can play in, but you cannot modify it. So if you're looking to build something in this world, it is not possible, but you have already a lot of things to do in the normal world, if I can say, because it's just beautiful and natural. It kind of reminds me of the outdoor living stuff pack, but this is much more easier to build in it because you don't have to go in vacation with your Sims and so on, so it's a livable place, which is very nice. So to explore the new items, I decided to build a house inspired by the Haunted Manor of Disneyland Paris. First I wanted to build something inspired by the Mystic Manor from Disneyland Hong Kong, but it was somehow very complicated. There are some shapes that we don't have in the game, so yes, I just stick to this idea to build something inspired by Disneyland, but just by Disneyland Paris and not Hong Kong, which I know in person because I've been to Disneyland Paris a lot of times, so it's easier to figure out how the house really looks. So it's not as gloomy as the house that we can see in Disneyland. It's much lighter, much more welcoming. It's actually a house for a good witch, a white witch if I can say, not a dark lord or this kind of Voldemort wizard. Yeah, so I explored the new items, which I'm going to tell you about just after we talk about the new stairs, which I'll also use in this build. So as you know, the new stairs came with the recent update, and now it's possible to modify the stairs to give them whatever shape you want. Actually, you can do a L-shaped stair, a U-shaped stair. There is endless possibilities. And as a builder, this is really game-changing, I have to say. Yes, you know, when you have high walls, it was always complicated to fit the stairs. There was always a problem with it, or it was too high, it was not good looking. And now it is possible to have beautiful stairs, and it just looks more realistic. Because in many houses or many places, you don't have just a straight staircase. You have some different shapes of stairs, so this is very enjoyable. The only thing I can say is about the railing, especially when you're trying to build a grand staircase, which consists of actually 2 staircases. There is always this problem with the railing because you cannot choose the side where you're putting it, so yes, it's somehow frustrating in a way. but don't get me wrong, this is really a great add to the game, and I'm so happy we have it. Now to the items. As you know, or as you saw in the previews and the trailers, this is mostly based on the Art Nouveau style, which was a style which was fashionable at the end of the 19th century and beginning of the 20th century. This is something that you can see in a lot of European cities. In Paris, there are many buildings in this Art Nouveau style. In Vienna as well, I've been there. In Belgium, I didn't go to Belgium myself, but I saw pictures of Art Nouveau buildings. In Berlin as well, or what is left, actually. So yes, in many European cities you can see such buildings, and I have to say that the items that were created, especially the doors and the windows, are very realistic, and I love them. It's kind of refreshing to have such items that are really different from what we had before, so it's very good, especially the stained glass windows that are absolutely fantastic, very beautiful. And my favorite one is of course the round shaped stained glass window, which is just beautiful, and it can give a whole atmosphere to a room. So yes, I really like it. This Art Nouveau style can also be seen in the floor and the walls, but also in the furniture. We have new sofas, armchairs, cupboards, paintings, chandeliers, lightings, fireplace, and of course some magical stuff like a big cauldron. Oh yes, we also have new libraries and new kitchen counters. This is important because a few weeks ago I was like, well, we don't have enough counters, and now we have new ones, so it's very good. But the only thing which is kind of, yes, frustrating is that we don't have the HEPA cabinet, you know, this one that you can put on the walls. We don't have them. So we don't have anything that really matches the counters. So it's, yeah, it's kind of disappointing. In general, I would say the items are very beautiful and I like them, but I was expecting a bit more. In terms of color swatches, all the wooden patterns are not matching. The armchairs are not matching. The wallpapers, we only have one floor option. Yes, I think there are beautiful patterns and beautiful furniture, but it could have went a bit further. It could have gone, yes, it could have gone a bit further. I don't know, I think, or I feel like it's not totally finished. I know it's something that a lot of people are talking about lately in the Sims community, but this is striking in this pack. It's really difficult to talk about it because I really like it, but at the same time I'm kind of frustrated compared to what we had in the Sims 3, the Supernatural game pack, which was an extension pack, by the way. I feel we're limited. So actually, if you don't have the Vampire game pack or the Spooky Stuff pack, it's really complicated to build a witch house or a wizard house, I think, because as you will see in the build, a lot of the items I used are coming from those packs. So yes, for me it was not possible to do a 100% base game and Realm of Magic build because there's just not enough items. That being said, I have to admit that I didn't play really in the game. I mean, I didn't test the gameplay and all the new magical interactions, so I cannot tell anything about this. I just can tell you that as a builder, there are beautiful items, especially those arches that are fantastic, really. They're beautiful. And also the beds. I didn't talk about the beds. The beds are probably some of the most beautiful beds we have, with a stained glass canopy, which is wonderful. But once again, the swatches are not really matching the other items, so it's very frustrating because you have some different woods, different colors that are not matching. So you have to find the best compromise, and yes, it's just not natural to, you know, it's just not like a set of some objects belonging to the same style, same, yes, pattern and colors. So yes, it was somehow frustrating. But in general, the atmosphere of this pack is very cool, and it just brings a new dimension to the game, which I really like. So if I had to give a mark to this game pack, I would give it a 6 out of 10, I think. Just because, well, it's not a very good mark, but the content is good, but there's definitely a lack of content. If you don't have the other stuff pack or game pack, you just feel very limited. And also for this build I used the new arches and windows, not windows, just only arches that we have with the update, which are inspired by Moroccan architecture, and they kind of match the new Gothic or Nouveau style, I think, so it can also help you to build something in this style. But yes, and I think the most striking example of not matching colors and wood patterns are the curtains. They're just not, I think, well, excuse me, you can either have a good wood pattern or a good fabric pattern, but together you cannot have them. You have to choose between the wooden pattern or the fabric pattern. So once again, it's very frustrating. They're beautiful, but not enough color swatches. Yes, I don't know what other builders are saying about this pack, because as I'm recording this, there's still an embargo on the content and we are not able to share. So I'm really curious to know what other things. And yes, as you're watching this one day before the release of this pack, feel free to tell me in the comment if you're going to buy it or not, if this has inspired you, if the content that you're seeing on screen is interesting for you or not. I'm very curious to know it, because I know that a lot of people are waiting for this pack. In every Sims game, it's something that is very expected, this pack. Yeah, everyone wants to have magic in this game. So yes, I think there's a hype around it, and yes, I'm kind of curious to know what people will think about this pack. So another build with this pack is coming probably tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So yes, you will see more in the next video. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.